Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? GW here. Today, it's been a while. I wanted to kind of bring back the Guido Whisperer videos on anything cycling. So for Christmas, I got an awesome Christmas gift, the Hammerhead Karoo. So I figured I'd do a quick unboxing of this Karoo and kind of show you what's inside the box. And then later on, as I test it out and mount it to the bike, do another review as far as how it operates, works, and all that good stuff. I tell you, one of my good friends, Joe Kosovar, he's been running a Karoo and talks very highly about it. I'm usually a pretty skeptical person until I actually put, pedal to the metal and actually test things out. But so far, so good with the guys out there telling all the good reviews on the Karoo. Looking for something a little bit more than what I had. Currently, I have my cell phone, which is an iPhone 8. Constantly dies on me, so the Karoo actually will work out a lot better when it comes to it. One of the things that my buddy Joe did tell me is that the way I have my bicycle set up, and you'll see it on a later post and video, is that the Karoo with the standard bracket that comes in here actually sits forward of the handlebars. If you were to picture this bike here, kind of sitting up front, or that one up there, let's do that one there. Instead, it actually sits forward this way. I carry a bag usually on my Cannondale Slate, so that's not going to work out too well for me. So he actually recommended this Garmin mount for it to be reversed and actually sit back on itself back here, where I can actually look at it and view it and still run the same bag that I do from outer shell. You can check out one of those videos I've done on a review for the Handlebar bag on the description and links below. Anyways, let's get to it. Hammerhead Karoo, good stuff I've heard so far from it. I've been doing a couple things, couple researches myself, so we'll open her up and see what it's all about, and then kind of go from there. So packaging itself, pretty cool, pretty aesthetically pleasing when you talk about packaging coming. It is a Android system base, so obviously packaging in general is always pretty slick design in itself. So when you come and take the box open, you come with the instructions to get started, and there is the Karoo itself. It has a nice hard plastic, well, not plastic, but foam insert there that actually allows you to place the setting in there. Very sleek. First glance, it is kind of heavy. You know, if I'd have to get a scale out, but it's I'd say about almost a pound. Pretty heavy, pretty durable. Gorilla Glass on the top, foam on the inside. Comes with obviously your standard bracket with your inserts for your handlebars. And again, this here, if you take a look at it for the standard bracket for itself, would actually run basically like this forward of your bicycle. On my Cannondale Slate, the 105, I actually physically want it to set like this. The issue is that you can't run this mount over top because the lefty Oliver sits here and it gets in the way. So you won't be able to do that. And that's where this actual Garmin mount, which I will show you guys later, actually folds over on itself and moves. So still, if you're running a standard road or gravel bike, this will work perfect. If you don't have a handlebar bag, that'll also work perfect. But you know, for that time being, I already had the heads up from my buddy Joe to go ahead and run the Garmin mount immediately on it. With that said, you have two style of Allen keys there that obviously work the back side of that and any of the screws that you have inside there. If you take a look, one of them is actually directly, the application is for the mount itself, and the other one, which is smaller, runs on the Karoo. So you have two Allen heads. Looks like you have a bag here. The bag itself holds a cleaning cloth and a lanyard. I'll show you guys quickly how to put that lanyard on so that you don't lose the item and you can wrap it around. And it also has a small cloth to clean your Karoo with. It actually could be able to clean it right now. I have the plastic wrapping still on there. Looks like there's a third Allen key in here. Did not know that, so that's a little bit bigger. I'll have to figure out what exactly that's running. Looks like the actual bracket itself on the mount itself runs the big key. So 3 Allen keys. And then last item over here is the charging port. Looks like a USB to micro USB when it comes to it. So again, you know, just kind of testing out the, oh cool, it actually has some length to it. So USB to micro USB plugs in on the back side of here to be a charging. And that's all the parts and pieces to the actual Hammerhead Karoo. I want to quickly go through that because I've noticed a few things with the Hammerhead that some videos lack in. I've only found one video, but I kind of wanted to touch base. The lanyard itself utilizes the ability that if it falls off in the locking mechanism here for whatever reason, it has a pretty sturdy locking mechanism. It doesn't fall off, but a lot of vibration could potentially make it fall off and this fall to the ground and break. So I wanted to take that quickly apart here. I'll bring it up close, personal, allow you to show you how to put the lanyard on, and then we'll be good to go. So quickly keep the Gorilla Glass on there. Make sure that you have, you know, a port that's on the bottom side here. You can actually see it. I'll take this tool here. You can actually see that bottom side. That's where the lanyard is going to go in itself, and then allow it to be wrapped around anything as a hitch or any of that small stuff. So take your smallest Allen key, be able to twist that, access it, and be able to pop that key out in itself. Remove the screw completely. Don't lose that, it's very tiny. And then be able to pull up on that itself. So when you do that, it's kind of tough to remove here. There we go. You can see that it's already cut out in order to receive the lanyard in itself. That side here comes across and then has a port in there where it actually holds. On the top side of that, if you take a look, there's actually a little groove there on the top side. So you're going to insert the lanyard portion through the hole and then wrap it around, and I'll show you guys here with that. Wrap it around and then lock it in place. What you want to do is pull a little tension on that when you come across. Once you pull the tension on it, it allows you to lock in. And it becomes problematic and tight to do that, but it's well worth it when it comes down to the end of it, because items have been lost before through one of the videos. Actually show people losing GoPros because they're not tethered off. Being a military guy, I like tethering off some stuff, so there you go. So again, once you get the looped around, you kind of put a little pressure around it, kind of hold it into place, put it in where you need it, and then it locks it in there. So you can kind of pull there and it locks in there. Take the screw, pull the screw, put it in. Give it a quarter turn tight, hand tight, everything it is in there. And then now you have nice and tight area here where it doesn't fall off. What you want to do then is actually lanyard this across into your handlebars around it. And then it still allows you, because the way it's shaped and made, to lock in to place while this sits underneath of there and still allows you to hold it. So again, Hammerhead has thought quite a bit forward thinking there as far as lanyard. A lot of smooth surfaces on there, so it becomes difficult. But so far, I love the weight. I love the Gorilla Glass on it. It looks very sleek, very aerodynamic as far as sitting. It's nice and big. It's not tiny where you're searching for a lot of GPSs or road GPSs or road computers, whatever you want to call them, actually are very hard to see when it comes to it. But so far so good. And when very, I'm impressed. As far as the Kangaroo or the Karoo is a very impressive GPS, and it's. I look forward to looking at it and taking it for a spin. So with that said, if you get a chance, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a few comments, likes. Let me know what you guys think of the Karoo in itself. And until next time, I will see you on the trails, my friends.